we're going to be using the must, should, could. So I always give them, this is the absolute bare minimum you can do to get the system up and running. Here's bare minimum plus what, depending on what the breakdown was, what would avoid this same breakdown in the future.
Yeah.
If it's like condensate lines are clogged, condensate lines plus a water safety, maybe some better filtration option to, prevent as much dust through, stuff like that. And then, giving the option of just a full-blown replacement. Yeah.
So you'll lay out the must, should, could, and then they'll go, Danielle, we talked. This doesn't make sense, right? So
Yeah.
you're like, okay. So then you reset and you amazing on an iPad or something. You show the replacement options thereafter.
Currently, we're still doing paper estimates.
Yeah.
So
you handwrite it right in front of them, and you have that conversation.
Out in my truck, yeah, because a lot of the issue right now is availability of equipment. So I always try to give at minimum 2 systems that are readily available. But depending on the customer situation, maybe it is just a tune-up and it's old. It's working. It's not just not working well. I might give a couple options that would take like maybe a week to get the equipment because of a discussion that we had. They're like, oh, I just really love Carrier.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you Carrier options, but if it's just Carrier options, I'm just going to give you, that baseline efficiency and a couple steps up and maybe that infinity option at the end.
Yeah.
And go through everything and just be like, hey, Mrs. Jones, based off our conversation, I know you wanted something a little more energy efficient. That seems to be option 3 that I listed here. It isn't readily available, but your system's in good shape. Would you prefer to wait and get what you want rather than just get what we have available? Yeah. So it's always kind of a mix of that on every estimate.
Have you showed it with cancellations with that then if you don't have?
Honestly, I haven't. Yeah, because especially if the install's going to be farther out, I'm going to collect a deposit.